Welcome to another amazing video. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. When the Kansas City Chiefs take the field on Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles, the entire NFL world will be watching. It's a rematch of the Super Bowl. The Kelce brothers are facing off again at the peak of their popularity. It's two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL facing each other, Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. It's also the perfect setting for Rashee Rice to have his official introduction party as the next star of KC. Before delving into why this breakout should happen, let me say that I understand this is a lot to put on the shoulders of a rookie wide receiver, especially in an Andy Reid offense that typically hasn't favored rookie pass catchers. Even if Rice just maintained his production from the first half of the season, it would be one of the most productive rookie receiver seasons in Andy Reid's coaching career. I'm here to tell you that the stars are aligned for something even bigger than that. In 9 games, Rice has had 32 receptions for 378 yards and 4 touchdowns. That puts him on pace for 60 receptions, 714 yards, and 7 to 8 touchdowns. I think most Chiefs fans would have gladly signed up for that before the season started. However, when you consider these seemingly contradictory statements, you see the potential for much more. 1. Rashee Rice has clearly been the most productive receiver for the Chiefs this season, and 2. Rashee Rice has not been a significant focal point of the Chiefs' passing attack this season. It's understandable that the Chiefs wouldn't want to overwhelm Rice early in his rookie season. Reid's offense is notoriously challenging for rookies to learn, and Patrick Mahomes has shown a tendency to favor pass catchers he feels he can trust. The problem with keeping training wheels on Rice coming out of the bye is that the other KC wideouts simply haven't stepped up so far, leaving a void in the Chiefs' offense. That's why emphasizing Rice was one of the key points in my article on the shift in offensive priorities for KC last week. Emphasizing Rice was also one of Stacey Smith's 4 pivots that the Chiefs need to make to secure the number 1 spot in the AFC. If it's so obvious to us that Rice needs to see his role increased, you can imagine that Andy Reid is thinking the same. There's a long history of rookies breaking out in the second half of their debut seasons. Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL, averaged 5.5 targets per game in his first 8 games. Rice has an average of 4.5, but then averaged 10.1 targets per game in the second half of the season. Another one of the best young wideouts in the NFL, Amon-Ra St. Brown, averaged 5.2 targets per game in his first 10 games and then averaged 11.2 targets in the last 6 games of his rookie season. The increase in production from rookies in their final games of the first year has become a regular occurrence in the NFL. While not a wide receiver, last season we saw a rookie's role in the Chiefs' offense increase significantly in the second half. Running back Isaiah Pacheco averaged 5.9 offensive touches in the first 8 games of the season and then jumped to 15.1 touches per game in the second half of the season. The bye week is the perfect time for teams to assess what they need to do better. Kansas City needs better production at the wide receiver position. Rashee Rice has shown great promise, and now this game against the Eagles is the perfect time to make him a focal point in this attack. The Eagles have the best run defense in the NFL. Their interior defensive line is by far the most dominant in the NFL. While I'm in favor of the Chiefs continuing to try to establish a solid run game down the stretch, this is not the game for it. The weak point of the Eagles' defense so far has been pass coverage, and while Travis Kelce will still be Kansas City's primary target, this game is a fantastic opportunity for the Chiefs to make a concentrated effort to involve Rice heavily. With Rice's explosiveness with the ball in his hands, Patrick Mahomes' elite quarterback play, Andy Reid's offensive acumen with an extra week to prepare, and the Eagles' defense struggling against the pass and focusing on trying to take away Travis Kelce, you couldn't write a better script for a groundbreaking game. If the Chiefs truly wanted to make Rice a priority in this offense, there's no reason why this couldn't be his first 100-yard receiving game of his career. In the last 5 games for the Eagles, the opposing team's best wide receiver has averaged 9.2 receptions and 119 yards per game. While you could argue that Travis Kelce is KC's best receiver, the Eagles need to focus on trying to contain him is another reason why Kansas City should be ready to capitalize on this and feed Rice the football. Everything is set up perfectly for Rashee Rice to break out on Monday Night Football in front of a national audience and establish himself as the next young star for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has shown the potential. The Chiefs need wider receiver production. They are coming out of the bye and entering the second half of the season, where they'll have the chance to make this kind of focus shift. The Eagles' defense is tough to run against and should be attacked through the air. Other wideouts have had success against them and will likely focus mainly on trying to stop Travis Kelce. We hope the Chiefs prioritize getting the ball to Rashee Rice, and if they do, the rookie should make the most of his opportunities. In that case, we, along with the entire NFL community, might very well be witnessing the debut party of the next standout for the Kansas City Chiefs.